Um, let's move forward with Pablo. Is it true that because there's so many stories, and I think that's the beautiful thing about this interview is the fact that we get to hear it from the horse's mouth, somebody that was actually there with Pablo and actually seen it, of what the truth of the Escobar family is, right? So, is it true that every month Pablo would spend more than $2,500 on rubber bands alone just to hold his money together?
Pregunta que si ustedes compraron cauchitos que valían $25,000 para enrollar la plata.
Que él está equivocado, porque no son $25,000, sino $2 millones que nos dicen las personas aquí. Pero en ese tiempo no habían cauchos. Se marcaban los billetes, era con un papel que daban en los bancos.
They say every time they get money, they put papers around. They never use actually rubber to that. They say that's only a legend, a myth around the world.
So they use paper to wrap the money up.
Yeah, they like the banks. They use the same technique of the banks.
Hey, baby, they use paper to wrap that paper, baby. Bomb drop for that. Hey, man, that's dope. So, we're debunking some myths here, you know what I'm saying, on the Ugly Money podcast. So, it was said that Pablo used to read self-help books like The Power of Positive Thinking. How did he apply that to his everyday life?
Sorry, man, was a little noise here. Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
It was said that Pablo used to read a lot, and he would read self-help books like The Power of Positive Thinking. How did his reading apply to his everyday life?
Don Roberto, que normalmente qué libro le gustaba leer a su hermano.
A mi hermano le gustaban muchos libros, él leía mucho de todo,
He liked to read a lot of books. Everything had to be with power and philosophy. And he'll read all the newspapers in the daytime. He was a good reader. Yeah, Pablo read everything.
So so basically he was a well-learned man, a man that did a lot of reading and a lot of research. Do you think that was why his business was so successful during its time period?
Que sí, que piensa que por eso tuvo el negocio tan exitoso, porque su hermano era muy inteligente y aprendía de todas las culturas y todo lo que...
Mi hermano era tan inteligente que él citaba a una persona que era, por ejemplo, de otro idioma y le decía, venga dentro de un mes para que podamos hablar. Y al mes llegaba el hombre y ya sabía el idioma. O sea que él era muy inteligente, muy preparado. Él sabía más de 20 dialectos de los indios y sabía muchos idiomas, porque él se mantenía preparándose para idiomas. Yo me preparé para la electrónica. Yo era ingeniero electrónico, soy ingeniero electrónico, pero no ejerzo la profesión. ¿Por qué? Porque el gobierno me persiguió por todos los lados.
Okay, what happened to them? Roberto, he was an electronic engineer. Actually, he won a scholarship. He studied that. But Pablo, every time he's going to make a deal with because, Pablo worked with every mafia in the world.
Yes, sir.
Pablo, a month before he meet the guys who's going to work, he learned a lot of his language to talk a little bit with them. He was very, he liked to people can hear his, their own language of them start making the deal.
Oh, wow. Well, that way the language barrier is not as bad. Okay. Hearing all these things, I can see why, he was not only so powerful, but so successful in the actual business that he was in. He kind of went the extra mile.